Good morning, everyone. We're live from Houston, Texas. This is Friday, October 26th, and show number 120. Thank you for joining me this beautiful Friday morning. I'm very happy we're here. Lots of people were in the chat room before the show started. Good morning, Captain Diana, Captain Sandra, Captain Maggie, and of course me. I was there. I came in a little bit later than usual. I was running around the house trying to get ready. If you're new to Captain Housekeeper, I set up the show in advance, so the chat room is always there. So always feel free to jump on in. Good morning, Captain Rissa. Captain Rissa, you made a comment yesterday and I missed it because they scroll by so fast for me, and I apologize for that. So you said you saw my Instagram feed, and I appreciate that very much. Rissa, is your last name Houston, or are you here in Houston? It's good to see you. And if you noticed, Captain Diana is out of the hospital and joining us, lounging in her home. I'm so happy you're feeling better, Diana. Welcome back. So it's Friday. As you can see, I've started moving boxes. Oh, look, there's Koyana. I'm sitting in a different place because Tamaya's right here and she won't let me sit down. And there's Tamaya at that end. They're exhausted because they went out swimming this morning. It's a beautiful day, but now they're exhausted. But yeah, so you can see I started moving the boxes. I was up. My goal was I wasn't going to stop moving boxes last night until my Fitbit said I hit 10,000 steps. So after dinner, I went right back at it. And my suspicions, if you're new to Captain Housekeeper, I had to have my floors redone. And in order to do that, they had to pack up 4 of the main rooms of the house. So when they brought it all back, of course, I didn't want to make it easy on myself. I decided I wanted to swap out the rooms. And so instead of allowing them to unpack the boxes, which they were happy to do, I said, just keep them in the boxes and I will deal with it myself. So Captain April is watching, and that would have driven her nuts. So I had to straighten that out. So I have a dining room full of boxes. So my strategy was that I would first sort the boxes into their rooms before I start opening them and unpacking them. So yesterday, that's what I started doing. I would say I got about 3/4 done. My suspicions, what I was going to say is my suspicions about the boxes, I think, are true, that they didn't put very much in each box. So I went that little period where I was like, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff because there's so many boxes. But if you've seen it on my Instagram feed, in the what's the guest bedroom now, it's also going to be the library. So I moved all the bookcases in there. And so there are a lot of boxes of books, right? But when I started moving the boxes of books into that room, they were really light. So based on how light they are, they can only be a few, maybe 5 books in each box. So all these book boxes I have, they only have a few books in them. I'll follow up and let you know how many there are when I start opening them. But that was a huge relief because I was so afraid that I had a lot more stuff than I did. I was having like an existential housekeeping crisis. I have too much stuff. Let's see. Saw some stuff come in here. Oh, Captain Diana says, what did you do with all the new toys you accumulated? Again, I know I say this every day, but if you follow me on Instagram, what Diana's referring to is I posted a picture because it turns out my little 3.5-year-old twin neighbors, who are absolutely adorable, little boy, little girl, they discovered that while Daddy was cooking dinner last night, if they went back to the back fence, they could throw things over it. And so this morning, there was like a debris field of little toys that 3.5-year-olds would play with. Like there was plastic balls and a plastic bat. And the door from a Barbie car, I think. It's pretty big. But they discovered they could throw things over the fence. It was adorable. So I picked them all up, took a picture and put it on Instagram if you want to see it. The funniest thing is there's a bundt cake pan, which I'm not sure was really a toy. That could have been one of the parents cake fans. So anyway, um, I just love kids, especially at that age. You know, I can just imagine. I'll be super honest, I actually saw it happening last evening. I was sitting in the man cave and I kept seeing things go like this, like above the fence line, and then eventually a ball landed in the pool. And I was like, oh, they're discovering throwing things over the fence. It's a big day for a 3.5-year-old. So it was adorable. I found a lot more than I thought I would this morning. It's a whole collection. I guess I have to return it because I have nothing. I have too much stuff already. Quit throwing things over my fence. Anyway, that was adorable. So yeah, nothing I'm gonna keep, Captain Diana, but lots of stuff. Good morning. Oh, good morning, Jolene. Yay, Jolene's here, and good morning, DJ. So glad to see both of you. Jolene, you need to come more often. You too, DJ. Captain Maggie says, I gotta get on Instagram more often. Instagram's great because it's just photographs. I think that's my favorite social media platform. I have the Instagram feed feeding to my Captain Housekeeper Facebook page, but you know, Instagram, I just love it because you get to look at lots of photos. It's like a narrowed down version of Pinterest where it's just people that you know, you can search hashtags on Instagram really easily. So if you're like, ooh, I wonder what people's landscape looks like, you can put in there southern landscape as a hashtag and lots of stuff pops up and it's really, really manageable. So I encourage people to check into Instagram. Captain Charles says I have to text him every time I post because he forgets to check it out. That's actually not true. I threaten to text him every time I post. Captain Sanders says, it's a good thing they don't pack like I do. Me too, Captain Sanders. My book boxes are so heavy you can barely pick them up because I fill them up. They put like 5 books and then a bunch of paper, I'm assuming, to fill it up. Yeah, Captain KB says you can do live on Instagram as well. I've done live a few times in the past. Not in the recent past, but you know, it's fun to go live on Instagram and Facebook. I did a couple live feeds on Facebook when I was in Paris once, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Oh, Captain Jolene has a job. That's ridiculous. You need to get your priorities in order. Captain Angela, good morning. Hi from gorgeous day in Round Rock. Captain Angela's here in Texas too. We are having the most amazing weather. Once Hurricane Willa went past, you know, it unfortunately hit the coast of Mexico and then broke up in the mountains and then just gave us a bunch of rain for 2 days, and now it's gone and it is sunny and warm and the humidity's low. It's just a beautiful day out there. In fact, I was going to do the show from the pool, but I couldn't get my act together fast enough. Good morning, Captain April. I knew you'd show up when I said that. Aloha, Captain Paula. Captain Paula is one of my vacation friends. We met in Hawaii. It's good to see you, Paula. Captain Diana says you could give some of your stuff to the kids over the fence. It would surprise them for sure. Yeah, maybe when I'm unpacking, if there's something I don't want, I'll just drop it over the fence. I'm sure the neighbors will love that. There's probably a law against that. I'll have to check with my local city ordinances about dropping stuff over the fence into your neighbor's yard. Captain Jolene says your vacation to New Mexico and Colorado looked fantastic. It was wonderful, Captain Jolene. I had so much fun at the Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta. It was just an amazing experience. Definitely a bucket list item. If you haven't had a chance to go, y'all, you really need to go. It's so much fun. But then making it up to Colorado and seeing the snow, it was because when I left Houston, it was still hot. I mean, summer was still in full force here. So it was so much fun to get in the snow and get in the dry cold, and the sky is so big and beautiful up there. So it was a lot of fun. Hey, 18 people here. Hello. Good morning, 18 people. Welcome. If it's your first time at Captain Housekeeper Live, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the little alert button so that you're alerted when I go live. And if you're enjoying this video series, please give it a thumbs up before you head out. I appreciate it. Oh, look, my nephew Elias is here. Good morning, Elias. It's good to see you. I'm so glad you were able to join. That's Captain Deborah's grandson. Yeah, and Captain Maggie gave it a thumbs up. So, because it cooled off, guess what? I'm so excited. This is the first weekend. It's actually barbecue season. So I am hauling out the grill this afternoon, and I'm going to give it the beginning of the season tune-up. I'm going to clean it real well. I have some low impact barbecue grill spray that is safe to spray on it and just rinse it off into your landscaping. That's what the bottle says. I'm gonna trust it, and get it all cleaned up, and I'm going to go get some steaks to celebrate the beginning of barbecue season. It's so much fun. It's fun because right about now is when the heat breaks. Humidity goes down, the mosquitoes go away, and all of a sudden everybody's outdoors. It's great. So I'm looking forward to that. I think I still have a tank of gas. I may have to go to Home Depot and replace the tank of gas too, but I'm so excited. It's really, I love cooking outdoors, and I have all these different things that I just love cooking out there, and you know, spatchcocking chickens on the grill is just so easy because, and what I love is when I spatchcock the chicken on the grill, I also slice lemons in half and I grill the lemons. And then when you squirt those grilled lemons on the chicken, oh my gosh, it's so good. So that's and I love eating outdoors too. Al fresco, as they say. So this is an exciting time of the year. Let's see. Just reading my comments. I have them right there. It's so much fun. Lots of stuff coming in. Captain Diana said, had the neighbors call the fire department last year when the snow was hitting the grill. They thought our house was on fire. Oh my gosh, so you grill year round. We used to do that when I lived in Michigan. I remember that. We had like a covered back porch and we just kept the grill on there. Things take a little bit longer, but yeah, I actually called my neighbor across the street, the one that abandoned me and moved to Phoenix, because I thought his house was on fire and I knew he was often home because of his work. And it turned out he had gotten a new smoker and he was smoking some meat, and just the plume of smoke that was going up, I figured his house was on fire. No, he didn't share any of that meat with me. Now that I think about it, I was so concerned about his well-being, he should have shared. Captain Maggie says in the South they grill in the winter when it's cool. In the North they grill in the summer when it's not covered with snow. Exactly. See, the trouble with the heat down here, I mean, that's lovely and everything's green and my banana's really happy, and you know, I can go in the pool and the pool water's nice and warm, but it's really humid and a bit oppressive feeling, and the mosquitoes are really big. So summertime, it's just, you know, go out, cool off and stuff. It's kind of upside down. We're like vampires here. We're living it upside down. And now that the summer's over, it's time to get outside. I'm going to go topless to the grocery store in a little bit, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Captain Angela says, now I want steak. Me too. It's going to be so much fun. Captain Jolene says, I need to get better about grilling. Ben, your husband, right, is way better at it than I am. See, the key to good grilling is you need to have a personal relationship with the grill. Every single grill is different. If you get a new grill, it's going to be different. And you just need to become one with the grill. You have to know all its little quirks, where it's hotter, where it's cooler, where it likes things to be. And if you really just become one with the grill, grilling is super duper easy and it's a lot of fun. I have a grill now. I've had a relationship with this grill for about 3 years now. It's a really strong bond we've made, and all the food comes out amazing, except at the end of grilling season last year, it kept catching on fire. I think it was trying to send me a message to clean it. It was terrible because the grill actually has this tray that goes underneath, and any overflow grease goes in this tray, and the tray's full of sand. And so the sand soaks it up, and you just dump it out. It's really a great little grill. But I forgot. And so the sand became saturated. So when you get a big tray of sand that's completely saturated with grease and it catches on fire, it burns and burns and burns. It was quite exciting. Good thing there's a pool right there, right? Happy Friday, Julie. Good to see you. Captain Julie's here. Oh, you haven't been able to get here all week, Captain Julie? Too busy shutting people's power off? Captain Julie noticed I've been discussing my banana again. I love my banana. It's really big this year too. It's so beautiful. I think I'm going to get banana bread out of it this year. Didn't get any last year because the growing season was too short. So, but had been a really good year, real wet. So they're really. I can hear the 3-year-olds. They're like, "Where are my toys?" I'm close to the backyard. So anyway, yeah. Did you hear Tamaya growl? She growled because she doesn't like children. That's hilarious. I'm a good dog daddy. I keep her away from children, but she doesn't like them. So I'm gonna go put the top down, go topless to the grocery store and get some weekend groceries. And on my outdoor activity list, I also need to get outside and plant grass because it's time for the winter grass. And if you don't get it in soon enough, it doesn't get established before it's winter time. Which winter time it does get kind of chilly here. So I have a big bag of grass seed. I'm going to put it out here. This area, I'm pointing at it because that's where it is. This area right here on the side yard is where the girls go out to do their business. And so the grass has a hard time staying alive. So I have to keep reseeding it. But it's better than a bunch of mud, which is what it's turned into right now. So anyway, Angela. Angela wants a convertible. Yes, you do, Angela. This is the place to have them. That top goes down all year long. It's so much fun. I've thought about moving north. You know, it's crossed my mind, and it's like, yeah, but I could only put my top down for a couple months. Captain Maggie says, yeah, you need to get... Oh, you know, up north, I think you're supposed to fertilize your grass one more time before winter, aren't you? To give it a little jolt of food to overwinter better. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've lived up there. Captain Julie says I should move to Minnesota. I think I told this story once. I was up north. I was on vacation once up north, and I was like, wow, this knitwear craze is really taking off in America. The person with me said, it's 30 below outside. Everyone wears sweaters. It's like, oh, I have sweaters. I just never wear them. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing today. I'm so glad y'all joined in. Please give the video a thumbs up before you leave. It's so good to see all of you. I'm so glad y'all are here. And it's good to see you too, Elias. I'm glad you're here too. I'm going to get out there, put the top down. Yeah, I got a big weekend ahead of me. So if you want to follow along, I post pictures on Instagram of my day after the show. Captain Roger might be here in a little while to pick up his checks. I might force him to go live and answer those questions. I still have that list of questions y'all wanted me to ask him, so we'll see. Okay, everyone. Hey, you know what? Captain Diana, just because you're home from the hospital doesn't mean you have to do everything. Automate and delegate whenever possible. And say it with me, everyone. No matter what life throws at me, I have the ability to make this a fantastic weekend. Okay, have a great time, y'all. We'll see you on Monday at the same time, 11 a.m. Central in the USA. Bye-bye.